Grab your coffee, mama. It's time for coffee, clients, and nap time. I'm Sarah Marie, and this is your guide to building a business that works for you and your family. Here, we'll dive into creating a thriving business that lets you be the hands-on parent you want while designing the life you've always dreamed of. So if you're ready to balance business success with family life and make it all work in a way that feels right for you, then let's dive in. Hey mama, and welcome back to Coffee, Clients, and Nap Time. I'm Sarah Marie, and happy International Women's Day today. So if you didn't know, the theme for 2026 is Gift Again. And in all honesty, I cannot think of a more perfect theme for what I want to talk about today, because it captures something I've witnessed firsthand in my own business and in the businesses of the women that I work with. When we support each other, genuinely, generously, and without keeping score, we don't lose. We multiply. We create something far more valuable than any individual success. We build longevity. My business is thriving right now. Not to brag, because it's not because I've cracked some marketing code or built a massive audience. It's because of the women who refer me, the women who speak my name in rooms where it matters, and the women who are championing my work when I'm not even there to see it. To be perfectly honest, over the last year, I've been invited to speak at events that I never would have known about. I've connected with clients I never would have met, and doors have been opened that I didn't even know existed, all because other women put my name forward. And here's the best part about all that. Community doesn't just feel good, it's strategic. It builds the kind of sustainable, long-term business growth that you can't manufacture with ads or algorithms. So today, I'm talking about how community builds longevity, how women supporting women isn't just a nice idea, it's a true business strategy, and how giving genuinely is what allows us all to gain. I want to start this episode with why community actually creates long-term business stability. When you build a business on paid marketing alone, you're always chasing the next client. You pay for the visibility, you get a sale, and then you start over. It can be effective, but it's also exhausting. And let's be honest, it can be expensive. When you build a business on organic social media alone, you're at the mercy of the algorithms. One platform can change its rules and your reach disappears. Then your business becomes precarious. But when you build a business on community, on genuine relationships, on mutual support, on women championing each other, then you create something resilient, something that doesn't just disappear when an algorithm shifts or a marketing budget runs out. Community creates longevity in 3 ways. Firstly, referrals. When someone refers you, they're not just sending you a lead, they're sending you a warm introduction backed by their trust. That client already has confidence in you before you even speak. The conversion rate is so much higher, the relationship starts stronger, and those clients tend to stay longer and then refer on others themselves. Second is reputation. When women speak your name in rooms where it matters, in conversations that you're not part of, in networks that you don't have access to, and in communities that you don't even know exist, they're building your reputation on your behalf, and they're opening doors you couldn't open yourself. I've been invited to speak at events because someone mentioned my name where it mattered. I've been connected with dream clients because someone thought of me in a conversation. And I've received opportunities I had never applied for because women advocated for me when I wasn't even in the room. That is the power of community. You're not just building your own business, you're part of a network that's building each other up. And third is sustainability. When you're building alone, every setback feels catastrophic. But when you're part of the community, you have support. You have people who have been where you are. You have women who will champion you when you're struggling, refer you when you need clients, and remind you of your value when you've forgotten it. That's what allows you to stay in business long term. Not just strategy or your skill set, but community. It's the other women who've got your back. Now let's talk about what it actually means to support other women in business, because there's a difference between genuine support and performative support. Performative support is posting women supporting women on social media while never actually referring anyone. It's commenting, "I love this," on posts, but never actually sharing them on. It's talking about community without actually actively building it. Genuine support is different. It's tangible. It shows up in your actions. Genuine support is referring someone when their name comes up in a conversation. It's saying, "I know exactly who you need to talk to," and then making that introduction. It's thinking of someone when you can't take on a project yourself and passing it along to them. It's speaking someone's name in rooms where it matters. When someone asks, "Do you know of someone who does X?" You don't just nod or say you'll think about it. You give a name, you vouch for their work, and then you connect the two people together. It's amplifying someone's work, not just liking their posts, but sharing it, adding your own endorsement, tagging someone who needs to see it, actually using your platform to elevate someone else's voice. It's leaving genuine testimonials. When someone does great work for you, you don't just thank them privately. You shout about it, you write the recommendation, and you become a reference that they can use. It's about making introductions. If you know two people who should know each other, you connect them. You don't wait for the perfect moment or maybe sometime in the future. You just do it. And it's celebrating wins without jealousy. When another woman succeeds, you don't feel threatened. You feel so incredibly proud. You celebrate them publicly and you amplify their success. And I'll be honest, I have seen the opposite of this. I've seen women compete instead of collaborate. I've seen jealousy disguised as concern. I've seen people withhold opportunities because they're afraid that someone else's success will diminish their own. And it's so awful. It's exhausting. And it doesn't actually serve anyone. But that genuine support, that multiplies. When you lift someone else up, you're not diminishing yourself. You are strengthening the entire community. And that community will in turn lift you when you need it. All right, so next I want to talk about this year's International Women's Day theme, Give to Gain. And what does that even really mean? I think that in practice, what it really means is that when you give genuinely, when you refer each other, you champion others, you amplify and you support others, you don't lose, you gain. Not in a transactional way, not in a "I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine" way, but in a genuine community building way. When you refer someone, you're not losing a client, you're building trust. The person you referred to remembers. They'll refer back. They then speak your name in their networks. They become a part of your community. When you champion someone publicly, you're not giving them your platform, you're strengthening your own reputation as someone who supports others. People always notice. They want to work with you because of it. When you make introductions, you're not just helping two people connect. You're positioning yourself at the center of a very valuable network. You become known as a connector, and people come to you. When you celebrate someone else's win, you are not diminishing your own. You're creating a culture where wins are celebrated. And then when you have a win, that same community will celebrate you. This isn't about keeping score. It's not, "I referred you, so now you owe me one." It's about building the type of community where support flows naturally, generously, and in all directions. I've experienced this firsthand. The women I've referred, championed, and supported over the years, they've done the same for me. Not because they had to, but because that's how genuine community works. And the beautiful, beautiful thing about all this is when you give from a place of genuine support rather than transactional networking, you'll attract people who operate the same way. You'll build a community of women who genuinely want each other to succeed. That's the give to gain principle in my mind. Not manipulation, not networking tactics, Just genuine, generous support that creates a rising tide for everyone. So now I bet you're thinking, how do you actually build this type of community? How do you create genuine community instead of just transactional networking? First, I want you to start giving before you ever need anything in return. Don't wait until you need a referral to start referring others. Don't wait until you need support to start supporting. Give first, give generously, and give without expectation. Make it a practice to refer someone every week. When you hear someone needs a service that you don't offer, think about who you know that does. Make the introduction. Don't wait to be asked, just do it. Second, speak other women's names in rooms where it matters. When you're in a conversation and someone asks, do you know anyone who ... Don't just think of someone and not say anything. Say their name, vouch for them, make sure that they connect. If you're invited to a panel, suggest names of other people who should also be there. If you see an opportunity that's not right for you, pass it on. Third, amplify women's work publicly, not in a performative way, but genuinely. When someone creates something valuable, share it on. When someone launches something, celebrate it. And when someone achieves something, shout about it within your own networks. And don't just share, add your endorsement. Say why it matters. Say why they're excellent. Use your voice to elevate theirs. Fourth, be generous with your introductions. If you know two people who should know each other, connect them. Don't wait for some time in the future. Just do it. Do it now. Send an email while you're listening to this podcast. That introduction can open doors that you can't even imagine. Fifth, leave testimonials and recommendations without even being asked. If someone did great work for you, write about it. Tag them. Give them a testimonial they can use. Be specific about what they did well. And six, celebrate other women's wins like they're your own. When someone in your community succeeds, there's no need to feel jealous. Just be so incredibly proud. Their success doesn't diminish yours. It just proves what's possible. And these aren't networking tactics. These are community building practices. So when you do them consistently, you create the kind of community that supports everyone's longevity. Now, before we wrap up, I really want to bring this back to why this matters specifically for mums in business. As mums, we are already operating with limited capacity. We can't network constantly. We can't attend every event. And we can't be everywhere all the time, which means community becomes even more valuable. When you have women championing you in rooms that you can't be in, speaking your name when you're at home with your kids, referring you when you're not actively marketing yourself, that's how you build a sustainable business within the constraints of motherhood. You cannot be everywhere, but your reputation can, and your name can, and that happens through community. Also, as mums, we understand each other in ways others don't. We know what it's like to navigate school pickups and client calls. We know what it's like to build something while being the default parent. We know that invisible load, the capacity constraint, the seasonal shifts. And when we support each other, we're not just supporting another business owner. We're supporting another mum who's trying to build something meaningful while raising their tiny humans. That solidarity matters. And what I've found is that when mums support mums, we create businesses that actually work for our lives. We refer clients on who respect our boundaries. We champion work that's sustainable. And we build communities that understand that success does not require sacrifice. So this isn't just about business growth. It's about creating a better business landscape for all of us, where mums can build sustainable, profitable businesses without burning out, where we lift each other up instead of competing, and where giving genuinely creates gains for everyone. So here's my invitation to you on this International Women's Day. Start giving, not because you expect something back, but because genuine support builds the kind of community that we all need. Refer someone this week. Think about who in your network does excellent work, and when their name comes up, or even if it doesn't, speak about that work. Make an introduction. Pass on an opportunity. Champion someone publicly. Share their work. Celebrate their win. Amplify their voice. Don't just like the post. Leave a testimonial for someone who's done great work for you. Write that recommendation. Be specific. Give them something they can use. And when another woman succeeds, celebrate it. Don't let jealousy creep in. Their win doesn't diminish yours. It just expands what's possible for all of us. Because we don't build sustainable businesses alone. We build them in community. With women who champion us when we're not in the room, who refer us when we need clients, who support us when we're struggling, and who celebrate with us when we win. That's what creates longevity. Not marketing tactics or algorithms. Community. Women supporting women. Giving genuinely so we all gain. So not just today on International Women's Day, but on all days. Let's commit to building that type of community together. One referral, one introduction, one celebration at a time. Now, if this episode inspired you, I want you to send me a DM at balancedbizmama and tell me, who are you going to champion this week? And if you want to be part of a community that genuinely supports each other, not performatively, but tangibly, come join us in the Balanced Biz Mama Circle. We're building exactly this kind of community together. Women who refer, champion, amplify, and celebrate each other. And remember, Mama, it's community that builds longevity. Your sustainable business isn't built alone. It's built with women who have got your back, who speak your name in rooms where it matters, and who champion your work when you're not even there to see it. So give generously, support genuinely, celebrate each other loudly, because when we lift each other up, we all rise. So until next time, build your community, champion other women, and remember, you've got this. Thanks for joining me on Coffee, Clients and Nap Time. If you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with another mum who's ready to build their dream life. You can also join our Facebook page or Instagram to stay connected every day of the week. The link is in the show notes. Just remember, you've got this, and I'm here to help every step of the way.